The world of dreams has always fascinated and intrigued us all, as well as scientists and researchers from all over the world. In all cultures and in various historical periods, different beliefs and opinions on the interpretation of dreams have developed. For some, it is a sign of good auspice, while for others, it is a bad omen. The only certain thing is that dreams open the doors to another world, a parallel world, fantastic, imaginary, where there is no space for rationality. There is a particular type of dream, known as lucid dreaming. What are? It is a dream state, in which we are aware that we are dreaming, and therefore being inside a dream, so much so that we even have the ability to modify the situations we live in as we please. We have the control and the power to intervene, unlike normal dreams. In a lucid dream, we are therefore directors and protagonists of our dream. It is estimated that about 55% of adults have experienced, at least, T1 lucid dream during their entire life. And 23% of people experience lucid dreams, at least once a month. Lucid dreaming was formerly used in the esoteric field, and by ancient shamans, to make out-of-body journeys and communicate with spirits. Today, it has gained more and more popularity among ordinary people. There are those who consider them dangerous for health, and those useful for psychological well-being. Being able to dream on command is, however, very difficult. The most important point to do this is to be able to remember your dreams. To have lucid dreams, there are some techniques that we will see in detail in the next video. How do lucid dreams work? What we know today about sleep, we owe thanks to the studies done with the electroencephalogram. It is a method used to detect and analyze the electrical activity of the brain, thanks to some electrodes that are placed on the scalp. Thanks to the study of these brain waves, we have discovered that while we sleep, 5 phases of sleep alternate, divided into the REM phase and the non-REM phase. It is wrong to say, "I never dream," but instead it should be said, "I never remember what I dreamed." This is because we all dream, we just don't always remember it. In people who remember their dreams more, some areas of the brain, responsible for attention, are more active. They have a greater activity in the prefrontal cortex, associated with memory during sleep. This, in fact, allows them to better fix dreams in their memory. Some studies have shown that most lucid dreaming occurs during the REM phase. For other researchers, however, lucid dreams originate from non-lucid dreams during the REM phase. Remember that the REM phase is that phase of sleep where the brain is particularly active. The brain waves take on different amplitudes and the eyes move rapidly, while the muscles are completely relaxed. In lucid dreams, unlike normal dreams, a high cortical activity was recorded, comparable to that we have during the waking state. During normal dreams, on the other hand, the prefrontal cortex switches off, and therefore prevents the dreamer from thinking logically and rationally. In lucid dreams, there is therefore greater activity in the frontal areas, which are usually suppressed during sleep. What are lucid dreams for? Are they good or bad? Lucid dreams are certainly a fascinating experience, as they allow us to fully explore our inner world, with a full awareness of what we are experiencing. For some researchers, that of lucid dreams can be a real therapy to deal with nightmares, in particular recurring ones, which negatively affect the patient's life. If you can help someone who has nightmares become lucid during that nightmare, then that gives them a chance to exercise control over themselves, or the nightmare itself. These are the words of Denholm Aspie, a researcher specializing in lucid dreaming, at the University of Adelaide in Australia. Lucid dreams can also be helpful for all those who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. According to some experts, they also serve to reduce anxiety symptoms and increase self-esteem and self-confidence. On the other hand, however, there are those who argue that lucid dreams are harmful to the quality of sleep and very dangerous, as they blur the line between reality and fantasy. In the long run, according to some researchers, they could have repercussions on mental health, favoring the formation of psychosis. The topic of lucid dreams is quite recent, and therefore deserves more in-depth studies, in order to then establish whether they are positive or negative long-term effects.